Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michaela and I'm ready to do another beautiful pattern with you, and this is going to be named Robin. It's a sporty top and I'll be actually using it for my newest pole dance collection, and I've got all the parts here already cut. This top will not be shown how to make it reversible. There is a way how to make it reversible in case you will be doing like a fold over band for the neck piece. This is my neck piece. This will be like that. This is my front piece, this is the underbust piece, and this is the back piece. But yeah, actually, since the fabric I'm actually using, it's quite thick, it's a velvet fabric, I cannot make it reversible, but there is totally a way of doing it. Nevertheless, I will be showing you on how to make it non-reversible. So first, what I'm going to do, so sorry, getting my needles. I'm going to pin my back piece, let's call it lycra, since I'm used to it. My back piece lycra to my front piece lycra. I'm going to pin the sides like this. And I'm actually going to do a straight stitch over. This is practically a basting stitch. It's actually just to secure my fabrics together because I want to sew over 4 layers. I use this technique a lot. I use it to hide the seam of the sides, right? So I'll be doing this for the same for the lining fabric. Yeah, as you can see, there's loads of glitter. So this velvet fabric is throwing off a lot of glitter, but still a very beautiful fabric, so I'm using it and I hope it will not shed by the time I'm finished. So yes, I'm pinning the sides of my lining pieces and on my lycra pieces, and I will be doing a straight stitch to secure the two layers of fabric. And then the next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it on top of my doesn't matter which side you're placing it on top, so it doesn't matter if you're placing the lycra on top of the lining. What is important is actually that you are matching your lining let's say back piece with your lycra back piece. Yeah, so yes, I'm going ahead and I'm actually going to do one side with you, and then all the rest I will be doing them off camera, so the video is not too long. Okay. So as you can see, I have my stitch set on 4, which is the highest stitch length, so you can use the same. And it's just a normal stitch. I don't do any back and forth stitching. It's just a normal straight stitch to secure these 2 layers of fabric. Okay, so now I go ahead and I do this other side and the lining, and then I'm going to show you what is the next step. Okay, so I've got here my my pieces, and I'm going ahead and I'm going to place, like I said, my lining on top of my lycra. So like I said, I repeat, it doesn't matter which one, but you just need to match in between one side, right? So if it's a back piece, the back piece; if it's the front piece, the front piece. And then I'm going ahead and I'm going to my serger, and I'm going to stitch the sides. Now it's easier because I don't have to sew over 4 layers. If you don't have a serger, I recommend you to use a zigzag stitch, since it will allow you some stretch. So yeah, you probably see a lot of puff, but it's because I've already sewn the bottoms. Okay, I'm going to do the other side, and then I'm going to show you what is the next step. Okay, here we go. So next step is actually, I'm going to push everything away so you can see it clearly what I'm doing. Next step actually will be unfolding the fabric, separating practically the lining pieces with the lycra pieces, and I want the back piece to be with the back piece. And look how beautiful the seam is hidden, so you don't see it neither on the lining or on the lycra, right? So next, what I'm going to do, if you feel like you need. Okay, so I went ahead and I actually pinned all my my fabric where I'm going to do the basting stage. Why I've pinned it? Because my velvet fabric is actually a little bit stiffer. So it is for stretch, but one side is not really as stretchy as the other, and my lining fabric is actually quite stretchy. So I'm doing now this basting stage of the neck area, and this is why I wanted to show you why I call it a basting stage. So like I've shown in many of my videos, I am doing in the basting stage, I'm doing little cuts. Why? To allow my fabric to stretch afterwards. So yes, I'm doing this on both sides, so both on the lining and on my lycra side. And this step is actually really saving me a lot of struggle. Not time, but struggle. Because if you have like a slippery fabric such as velvet, I totally recommend to do the basting stage before you're adding the elastic, as velvet can be really slippery. So yes, you see I've done the basting stage and I made little cuts into it, and then I give like a little pull, tiny bit, just to allow the stretch of the fabric. Okay, so I'm going ahead, I'm going to do the basting stitch everywhere where you see it's pinned. I practically leave just the shoulders, but maybe not even, since they will be attached afterwards to my neck neckband. So I'll do the basting stitch and then I continue. I will show you the next step. Okay, so I've done my basting stitch. I did the little cuts everywhere, and now I'm actually going to take my underband piece as well, and I'm gonna get it ready, and I'm going to pin the side of the band piece, and I'm going to first set it aside, and now I am going to add elastic. I'm going to add the elastic on the neck area, on the shoulder area, all around my back area, and including on my cutout opening. Adding elastic is not obligatory. I totally recommend it. It gives more support, but is everybody's choice. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to add the elastic on one part, and then I'm going to do it all off camera. And as you can see, I'm adding it on my lining part, on my lining side, and I like to add it by hand because I can control a little bit more. And I'm slightly pulling the elastic in this case because I'm going to do later a top stitch with my cover stitch, so I don't want it to be waving. All right. So you see, or probably you're not going to see, but it's creasing a little bit my my fabric. This will be perfect for when I'm going to cover stitch. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to add the elastic underarm area, all my back area. I'm just going to leave undone just my back piece, actually, just my bottom side of my top, just the little cutout piece. I'm going to add the elastic as well. Okay, so here is my top. I've added the elastic everywhere where I've told you, and now this is the moment where I'm going to go and cover stitch it, top stitch it. So yes, I'm using my cover stitch machine. I'm going to show you one side. If you don't have a cover stitch machine, I recommend you actually using your zigzag stitch. So as you can see, I've folded on the inside, and I'm making sure that I'm actually slightly guiding it with my finger, that my fabric is quite steady and it's not like gathering. Okay, so I'll be doing this on my other underarm, all around the back, and as well my little cutout hole. And once I've done, I will show you the next step. Okay, so now my next step actually will be adding my underbust band. And since I already told you my fabric it's quite thick, I will not be adding an elastic because it will already have a lot of support. So what I'm going to do first, I'm actually going to fold my elastic band, my underbust band in two, and I'm going to do the same one more basting stitch, which I will, after, like I did before, I will make some small cuts into it, and afterwards I will be attaching it to my top, and as well I'm going to top stitch it to hide the seam for in the area of the cutout. Okay, so I've pinned it, and I'm going ahead and I'm going to do the basting stitch. Once I'm done, I will be showing you how I'm attaching the underbust band. Okay, so I've got my underbust band prepared, and I'm going to place it on top of my top. I'm going to match the right sides together, and the same, I'm going to pin it first. So I'm going to pin all around, matching the lycra side of my top. And whenever you get to the cutout part, do not worry. I recommend you to keep going, like whether you're going to do a zigzag stitch or serge it, keep going over it, because this will later help you to fold over and top stitch it. So that stitch is going to be useful. So I've almost pinned everything. going to go to my serger, and I'm going straight ahead into attaching it. I always like to start from the seam to align the seams together. So I'm going to place it under my foot. And you will see here will be my cutout, and I will just keep going, but I will be having in mind where my other side is starting. So I keep going, and I will be guiding it with my finger. Yeah, perfect. So it doesn't like move around. I'm going to go afterwards immediately and top stitch it, so you see what I mean. So you're like folding in the seam. Okay, here's my underband, and you see it's like if you leave it like this will be will be visual. So we will not be leaving like this. I will go ahead and I will top stitch it, and it's very important that you are folding the seam down. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm making sure that the seam is folding down underneath, so that will mean that when I'll be the cutout part, it will be hiding. And I will make sure with my finger, I'll make sure that it's always down my seam. So I'm always holding it like this. And this part, I will go a little slower. The top is almost finished now. Okay, and look how beautiful my stitch got hidden. My serge stitch got hidden underneath, so nothing is visual, everything is under. I'm so excited. We are almost getting ready. Now it will be time to attach the neckband, and I will be adding elastic to ruche it over here to make it more cute. Obviously you can add something like a little stone or something. So yeah, I will be preparing it, my elastic band. This is my elastic band, and I will be showing you, I will be using a neck clasp. Okay, so I've got my neckband, and let me see. Yes, here it is. I've got my neck clasp. I'm gonna be adding these ones as they are obviously white. I do have another ones which they are silver, and I think they go a little bit better, or gold. So what I'm going to do first, this is my neckband, and we are actually going to stitch it the same way we did actually the underbust band. So easy. And first I'm going to do a straight stitch over. I'm going to fold it in two like that. I'm going to do straight stitch all over, and afterwards I'm going to match the center of my neckband. Okay, so I'm going to match the center of my neckband. Why? Because I do want it that is the same distance, obviously from one side to another side. Okay, so first I'll be doing the basting stitch all over, and then I'm going to show you the next steps. Okay, so actually, before adding the neckband, in order to understand better the neckband adding step, I'm going to go ahead and ruche my top, which, as you see, it's bringing closer my straps. Yeah, so I first will ruche it, and then I'm going to add the neckband. I'm going to show you all the steps. So I've got here my elastic, and since my top is not going to be a reversible top, I'm going to add the elastic on the lining area, and what I'm doing now is actually I'm marking the center of my top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it like that with a chalk, and I'm bringing my elastic under. Gonna do a few stitches back and forth. And as you see, I will have my my stitch on the highest length. You can ruche the elastic, you can ruche it with a zigzag stitch, or you can use it ruche it with a straight stitch. The idea will be actually the same, the end result. I'm honest to you, I prefer a straight stitch because this way actually I can ruche it a little bit more than using it a zigzag stitch. But if you're pulling your elastic enough, if it has enough elasticity, you can obviously ruche it as much as you like. Okay, so I've got here my cute ruching, and now I'm ready to add my elastic band. Okay, so I will be marking with a little pin my center of my neckband. I'm going to mark it like this. And next, what I'm going to do a straight stitch over. So I'm going to measure 3 centimeters on one side. And 3 centimeters on the other side. This will be the distance between the neckband, and you see this is quite natural, but since it's quite difficult to see how distance they should be about 3 centimeters. They will be marked. I will be marking it on the paper pattern. Okay, so I'm going to pin it, so I know that this would be my my starting of my neckband. All right, and I'm going to pin it on the other side, that this will be starting it on my other neckband. Okay, and now I'm going ahead, and the same way we did on the bust band, I'm going to serge it just like this, and I'm holding it with my finger. Okay, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going to top stitch it like I did before, and I will be making sure that I'm folding this bit in. Actually, it's easier if I do it on the other side like this. So I'm folding it in, and you see I'm folding this side of my stitch. I'm folding it like that. Okay. So if you wish to have a thicker neckband, you can always add a few centimeters. I didn't feel like I want it like very thick. Look how beautiful it's looking, just perfect. Okay, so next step, I actually am going to go ahead to my other sew machine. I need to thread it, and I'm going to introduce my my bra clasps. They are 2 centimeters bra clasps, but if you wish to make the the neckband thicker, you obviously also need to have bigger bra clasps. So I just introduce it like this. I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm introducing it like you see, and then I go ahead and I'm going to do a top stitch, a straight stitch over, and that's it. And then I have my my closing. You can also add some more fabric to the neckband, and you can just simply tie it around your neck. I felt like it's going to be more elegant if I use the neck clasps. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to try it and to show it to you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and happy sewing.